and we are going to be discussing something that's maybe not talked about as much as it should be, something that is probably a little bit of an educational gap on our part as experienced gardeners. So hopefully this kind of just fills in a little bit of stuff for you. So usually on most seed packets, you're going to have maybe a short description, and you'll see that there. But then up here, and it will vary, it could be on the back, so just look for something that says on there, like this one, it says frost tolerant, but then it has the amount of days. So you want to look for days. When you see days, that's going to tell you how long it's going to take for that seed or seedling to grow on. So let me go on ahead and show you something similar on a tag for a plant. Okay, so on a plant tag, it may be slightly different. Let me go on ahead and get this up here. All right, so hopefully, let's get that out of the blurry zone. Okay, so you can see probably on here, there's a mat, and that is your maturity. So that tells you it's gonna take about 48 to 62 days, so that's about 2 months, for the plant to be mature enough for you to harvest. Okay, so look for days and or maturity days on your tags or your seed packets. Now, there is also another days. Usually it's on the back, it can be on the front, depends upon the seed company. In the case of Botanical Interest, it is on the back of the package. Now there is another days on here, and it says days to emerge. Okay, so that is how long it takes for the seedling to push through your seed starting soil. I think it's really important for you to note, just because it says 10 to 20 days here doesn't mean that that's how long it's going to be for you to get a crop. So I don't want you to get your days to emerge and your days for maturity mixed up, okay? There's a big difference. So the longer time is going to be your maturity days, whereas the shorter time, that's going to be how long it's going to take for that seedling to pop through the soil for you. Now, the other thing that you do need to pay attention to on here is your seed depth. A good rule of thumb, if there is nothing on the package, and some packages don't have anything on seed depth. So a good rule of thumb is however long the seed is, that is how deep you plant it. Now, when it comes to things that are really, really small, like broccoli, bok choy, kale, maybe you've got a lettuce mix, those seeds are really small. They like to be more surface. So I literally do just put them on the surface and kind of sprinkle a little bit of soil over the top of them, and that's about it. Now, when I water, I make sure to do a type of misting so that I don't disturb the seedlings and break any potential roots that are beginning to form for them. All right, now the next thing, make sure that you thin and or separate. When I obviously seed start, I usually put more than one plant in each cell of my tray, but I have larger cups. They're about a 2-inch cup. So I can usually fit 4 to 5 seedlings depending upon the variety in that cup. Now that being said, do divide them out after they have started to develop a nice strong root structure, because they're going to need the space to grow on, and honestly you need them to be able to size up appropriately. Okay, now the next thing, there is a planting spacing, usually, but not always, once again, on the back of the package, usually also on your plant tag. So it'll have a how to grow maybe section, and it'll tell you to plant in full sun or in shade or whatever the situation is, and how far to space them apart. So you want to make sure that you give your plants enough space to size up, especially when it comes to things like broccoli or cabbage. One seed equals one plant, so you want to make sure that your head is able to get to the size that it basically needs to be or is supposed to be. And in order to do that, you have to give it the space. So if you are planting in, say, a green stalk, what you would do in that situation is plant maybe every other hole if you have a compact variety of cabbage like Copenhagen. The Copenhagen cabbage is a tighter, more compact option that is going to be perfect to grow in a grow tower. Bella, shush. So, size and spacing is important. I obviously plant things closer together because, well, I think things do better when they are planted closer together, but I don't put them exponentially closer together. We're talking, I push them together maybe an inch or two more than what is recommended, and honestly, things seem to be able to grow on well. But if you're somebody who likes to have your stuff spaced out, if you like that really clean look in your garden space, by all means, space it out. It doesn't have to look wild and crazy like my space. And we will see you on the next video. Oh, and by the way, I turned my ebook into a course. Yes, I did. And I have gone on ahead and I have launched that course. So if you are looking to learn as a beginner gardener exactly what you need to know to transform your blank space into a bountiful garden, go on ahead and check out the link below to my Bountiful Garden Blueprint course. I would love to see you inside there. Not only is there video content, there is an ebook, and you also get a free one-on-one coaching session with me inside that course as well. So go on ahead and check that out with the direct link down below. And as always, keep it simple, natural, and essential. We'll see you on the next video, guys.